All right, welcome
Back
back to
again.
Red Ninja Variety Hypotheticals. Today we have Tyler talking about. Go ahead.
He's not here.
He's gone.
Oh,
He's gone. He's
we
gone.
don't have Tyler. I lied to you all. This is going on YouTube.
No, it's not.
No, it is. It's Red
It's
Ninja
gonna
Variety
be so
videos.
bad.
I can literally put anything I want on that channel and
But it's
justify it.
not.
It
But
it, it is.
we're like an hour into this.
No, we're like
If
an hour
you're
and a
gonna
half into this.
We're an hour into Evan's run.
if you're gonna upload anything, it should be at
It's
least
no
from start
longer
to
a
finish.
hypothetical.
No. Uploading it halfway through is just what people do for like their first 4 YouTube videos. I'm in character. I don't see the problem
In,
here.
in medias res, yeah.
Yeah. It's just like it's like mom get the camera and it was except it was Hayden get the camera and Hayden got the microphone, not the camera.
Why
This
do we
is
let you get the camera?
because I have the YouTube channel with 12 subscribers.
Look,
That's
I have a
fair.
Twitch with 1 follower or something.
Listen,
Maybe even 6.
all I'm saying is, oh boy, I can't wait. I cannot wait until I like have like 500 subscribers. At some point, someone finds this video and they're just like reading it. The subtitles are like, what the fuck's going on?
Subtitles.
Who's this
for these
Anita
servers.
girl?
They mention her every episode, but nothing happens.
I think this is a better outcome. This doesn't actually exist.
Listen, Hayden, I need a girl like you.
Thank you, Danny.
I know what boys like. Boys like girls like me.
I know what girls like. Okay, I can't sing on YouTube because then I'm gonna have to hear it.
Then you're gonna have to get. You're gonna have to get.
The only people who are allowed to hear how horrible my singing is everyone but me, and I have to watch my own YouTube videos. 'Cause I
Hayden,
think they're funny.
you're gonna get flagged for that. They'll report you.
For copyright reasons. It's too similar.
No, because it's like ear rape.
Yeah, that too.
I'm definitely kidding. We can. Are we recording?
Yeah, no, we're recording. It's just a black screen.
Nah.
Like what you see on my stream is what we're watching right now. Is what the viewers see.
I didn't even look. Okay.
I'm just streaming
the viewers.
OBS. Recording's actually probably really bad for the heat level on my computer.
Do you want me to do it instead?
No, I got it. It's if I was streaming, it'd be bad. I'm not streaming though.
It kicks up the fan on occasion.
Yeah, no, I always keep my fan at max. So
Check every once in a while, because the longer you use it, the more it is going to take.
oh yeah, no, I will. Don't worry. If I have to break it up into multiple videos and splice them together, I can. I know how to edit videos. I just don't know how to record.
You don't have to splice them up. You can just post as a series.
I post once a
Oh
week.
yeah.
It counts as more views.
This is
you
episode
can-
0 because we're still waiting for Tyler to get back.
You
But
get-
we're
you
also halfway through the series already.
So
Yeah.
why are we recording right now?
So
Because
Connor's gonna
get
go
as
to
a
bed.
test.
That too. Connor's also going to bed.
Yeah.
So we
Yeah.
need to
No,
record
I
everything
understand.
for him. He's gonna watch it all on YouTube.
It's gonna
Okay,
be
that's
pretty
fair.
fast.
I was about to say that's fair. Okay. Yeah. Alright. There you go.
Uh,
I just figured you didn't want to hear like the mid between. Like I figured you'd probably just want to hear like the actual.
No,
like,
I'm sure he's gonna want to get on in these fresh
I am
bits.
experiencing the mid between.
Oh yeah, right. The intermission. Yeah.
Are you waiting
there
for
go.
Tyler to
Get it
get
all.
back to leave?
Yes.
Connor, I hate you. Please leave.
Oh, okay.
No, wait, don't do that. Don't listen to him.
Okay.
Let Tyler tell you to leave.
Tyler's
Yeah,
got
let
2 minutes.
another man. 2 minutes.
I have to be up at like 9 o'clock tomorrow because I have to give a gift to someone before they come and say hi to me and then leave immediately because my grandmother. It's not cool.
Because my grandmother. Thank you.
My grandmother is the person I'm giving the gift to. She's leaving me for good.
Oh,
Oh, really?
No,
I had no idea.
not true.
Oh. Okay.
I lied.
was-
Alright.
Don't
Okay.
ever believe me on anything I say with this tone of voice.
Hayden, I'm glad you lied to me. It makes me on my toes a little bit. It's good. It's a nice feeling.
No,
Tyler's got about 55 seconds.
I'm upset that Tyler didn't give me enough time to say I pull out my Schrade survival knife, unsharpened.
Schrade?
Schrade. That is the
Schrade.
brand name.
Is it pronounced Schrade?
It is C
Shrad
S
knife?
C
Exactly
H
how
R
I
A D
imagine
E.
it's spelled?
Yep.
Yeah.
Shrad.
Connor,
I feel like that has to be Shrad.
Yeah.
Shrad.
Shrad.
But
I
it's an
feel
A.
like-
It's Schrade. It's straight. It's ADE.
Connor, for copyright purposes, they couldn't call it shred, so they had to
Shred.
go with the next best thing.
For copyright reasons, I
Shred.
probably can't even post this if I want to make any money off it, but I don't.
Yeah,
I
that's
can't.
the
I
thing.
need like 1,000 subs to do that. Or
You
something.
need a certain amount of watch time, certain amount of subs.
I'm probably getting okay to that watch time. I'm like walking up to it menacingly. It's very far away, but it sees me and it's worried.
It's like
And
four-
we're like the Paul brothers. We don't produce videos to make money. We just do it so people will hate us.
if you promote the series of videos and like a couple people click on it and watch the whole thing
Okay, yeah, because this could be upwards of like 4 days straight of recording.
straight.
Yeah, we could have it coming up.
What
We're
is the
real
longest
nice.
YouTube video I can post?
It can be over 100 hours.
Yo, can I just like post Bernie's filibuster, but with Hey Ya in the background?
It probably has been posted already.
No, with
Yeah,
Hey Ya in the background.
those YouTubers think ahead, Hayden. After you said that, someone probably did it after you said that.
Bernie slamming his desk to the beat of Hey Ya.
I would love. Okay, that is probably original. I don't think anyone's done that.
Oh, I heard a noise from the
Yeah.
Android.
See, well, Hayden, when I said that people probably did that, it's because Google will release it as ads to do it. So you're giving them content. Because Google owns YouTube, I think.
I'm giving big corpo content.
Big corpo. God, I wish that was what it was called. Then I'd give
They're
them
called
money.
big. Usually you call big things big.
They're called big.
Big.
Oh my god, I love that.
Connor, Connor, you've given him more time than you allotted for him.
It's
Yeah,
true. I
you're-
don't even know what Tyler
on the
left
point.
for.
I don't
He
either.
just said he was going to the bathroom.
He's like going. He's going to the bathroom.
Yeah, he's in the bathroom.
He
like,
never said he was
all
coming
the
back.
way.
He never said he was coming back from the bathroom. He just said he
Pretty
was
sure
going.
he said it.
Yeah,
He
that's
may
really
have
fair.
not said that. He may have just said, "I'll be right back."
Mm.
So,
So wake me up right now.
Tyler,
Huh?
Oh, okay,
Pause.
Tyler. I am recording. I've been recording since you left.
Oh.
This is episode 0 of our In Media Res series.
Reyes.
We could just do this. Like, we get halfway through something and I just start recording, and then I post the second half of it every single time.
I don't see why we wouldn't. We don't need to give them context. We can just kind of throw them in.
We've also lost our chef.
That's all right.
Chef is
We'll
gone.
get him next time.
Yep. All right. Well, I mean, this is the why I'm recording. All right. Let's get started. I died.
Okay, so you died. So we're going back to Evan.
Yeah.
So Evan's cycling. He's got the legs. He's pumping.
Freshly injected with adrenaline.
So you're coming up on the police station. Do you want to continue past it, or do you want to stop?
Seeing as other things already chasing me, I'll stop and I'll walk in or try to open the front door.
Hold on 1 second. Sorry. Yeah. Sorry. Okay. So, you walk in. You skid to the sound. You walk in. Before walking in, you double check behind you. You don't really see anything on the dark road. So you walk in, and it's 3 a.m. It's kind of a skeleton crew shift. So you've got one man. You've got a very tired-looking man manning the desk, and you can kind of hear some other officers chatting away in the back. Doesn't sound like a whole lot though.
Is there anyone at the front desk?
Yeah, I just said there was a very tired-looking man manning the front desk.
Oh, sorry, I was looking at OBS because I don't know how to make sense of the screen.
Are you looking at my stream of OBS? It's just black.
No, I was looking at I just downloaded it.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll walk up to the guy at the to the front desk in like a very like heavy breath and sing it and tell them I'm being followed. And I came in here looking for safety.
uh, his eyes kind of perk up. Um, he's like, well, uh, hello, sir. Uh, you said you're being followed.
Uh, yes. And she's
Is
very quickly.
uh, like in a car?
By foot.
You were being chased on foot?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, can you tell me what this person looks like? And is she still currently following you?
I wouldn't assign a gender, but a blonde hair, receding hairline,
Okay.
very very tall.
Okay. Any other details you can tell me about her?
She got really big hands.
Okay. Um, is it someone you know?
No.
Okay. Um, is she? So, are you currently in danger as of right now? Are you still
I
being followed?
I believe so.
Okay. Um, I will. He calls back to he calls back to one of the other officers in the back room. He says, "Hey, Marty, um, we're gonna need you in here." And Marty is a gruff gentleman, walks out with a big mustache. He's like, "What seems to be the problem?" In his hand, oh, I need his gum. In his hand, he holds a freshly made pound of Joe,
Mhm.
and it's just like, "Hey, what's going on here?" And the man, uh, Marty says, "Hey, what's going
Mhm.
on here, um, George?" And the man's name, who you know now know is George, starts describing your situation. And Marty kind of strokes his chin. And he's like, it's how long ago? How long ago were you, or how long has it been since they started following you?"
How long has it been? Maybe like 30 minutes?
It's been like no, because
Like an
you've
hour.
been playing Uno with her too, brother.
Yeah, it's maybe like an
Well,
hour
that
and a
could
half.
that could vary in time.
We'll say it's been like an hour and a half.
Wow.
Mhm.
Say,
Yeah, so I'll tell them that it started with a home invasion, and that I've been running for like an hour and a half.
so we've got a quite the person in our hands. So what was the last time you saw them pursuing you? Have they maintained a distance, or have they maintained like a pretty close approach?
How long? How close were they when I stopped to enter in here?
She was pretty far away.
Hmm.
When you last saw her, she was down the road. When you were turning out on the highway, she was like a couple dozen yards. I
Were
don't know
there any
how long.
like were there any notable signs next to her when like anything
Um,
I can like use as a distance point?
you probably saw like a stop sign that indicates the entrance to the turn, or like the entrance to the road that leads to your section of the neighborhood.
Hmm.
And
So, oh
that's about 200 feet away from the stop sign. The stop sign leading out to the highway.
yeah, I'll tell them it was right next to the stop sign when I entered. That's where they were at.
Okay. So what we'll do is we'll keep you here for a bit. Just and we'll wait. Maybe you said she was on foot.
Hmm.
We'll wait an hour or so. See if anybody like that shows up. Meanwhile, you just hang in the back with um, Bevan. Bevan in the back.
All right.
So you go back there and you see another officer. He's kind of got like a military buzz cut going on. He's also sipping a cup of Joe. Um, Marty comes back there, informs him on the details of what's going on, and Bevan starts making you a cup of Joe, and it's just like, so
Oh wait, I should probably also inform them that it killed my parents.
probably might be a good idea.
I'll try to when they're walking me to the back. I'll also inform them of that key detail.
Um, so as you're walking to the back, you remember, oh yeah, my parents are dead. So you inform Marty it was not only a home invasion, but a
Homicide.
a homicide.
A
That-
homicide.
and that you believe your parents are dead.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, you just saw like bloodstains and stuff, so you're assuming your parents are dead. And he kind of looks shocked, and he's like, "Oh, wow. I'm gonna have to put in some calls for this."
I would hope so.
So he rushes you back to the back of Bevan, kind of lets him know what's going on. Bevan kind of sits you down, is kind of hanging out there with you for a while. He makes you a cup of Joe.
Mhm.
You hear some frantic calls from a couple of the rooms down from Marty. You can hear him talking to various other stations, seeing if you can get any officers over to his location.
I'll also give them my
Um,
address.
Okay. And he lets them know where it started from, and that he lets them know it's this person's been following you for a while now. They may be coming down the highway. So he could use some patrol officers down the highway.
Mm.
So you wait there for an hour. And Marty finally comes and collects you, and he's like, "Well, we haven't, we haven't. I sent some officers from some other precincts down the road to see if they could find this person on like see if they're like trying to walk back to the scene of the crime or anything like that, or just get back to their house. And we're still waiting. We're still waiting for like a report from them. But personally, me and George haven't seen anybody outside. We've been kind of peeking out the windows, checking down the highway, stepping outside for a minute. We haven't really seen anybody.
Mhm.
So what we're going to do is I'm going to take you back in my squad car, and we're going to take you to a public shelter until we get some mess sorted out at your house. So you go out with Marty.
Mhm.
By the way, you still have your bag on you. Do you want it to be known?
I'll let him know that I do have a weapon, but it is licensed.
Okay. So you're just like, also, I want you to know I do have my gun on me. It is perfectly licensed though, and within all the standard stuff. And he's like, all right, that's fine. You were running from a murderer, home invader.
Mhm.
He's just
I'll,
gonna,
I'll
he's just
also
gonna
ask you if it's okay if I refill the magazine while I'm in here.
Well, I mean, that's just a given. You can do that at any time.
Mhm.
So you go outside, or you go out to like the area, or like the precinct garage, and you hop in a squad car with Marty, and you start heading south, back down the road you took up to the squad station. And because the way you took, you're kind of the way where your suburbs lie. It's kind of like on the outskirts of the city, and where you're going, the police station you went to is like the kind of like highway. It's not. I wouldn't say it's a highway patrol station, but they kind of monitor incoming traffic and stuff like that.
Mhm.
On the highway. So he starts taking you back south down along the road where you came from.
I'm gonna be watching the windows and the rear view mirrors to make sure that something's behind us.
You see nothing behind you. And you ride for about 10 minutes. Um, when suddenly Marty kind of slows the car down and he mumbles under his breath. He's like, "The hell?" And in the beams in front of you, I've been sent an image. Hold on.
Oh
Oh,
no.
I don't want to see it. I please.
Oh. Okay. um. So in front of you, in the beams in front of you, you see another patrol car. Um, kind of like tilted. It's not on its side, but it looks like it's been like stopped. You know how like in police movies, like when they stop a car and like set up like roadblocks and stuff like that, they have the cars kind of like slanted and they get out and like hide behind it like that.
Right.
So it's kind of like that. But the doors open, the interior lights are on, but there's no officer.
Okay.
Um, and so Marty's like, I think and Marty kind of looks at the police number or like the number on the car, and he's like, that was one of the patrol officers I sent out. You stay here. I'm gonna go check this out.
Oh.
So he gets out. Unholsters his gun and his flashlight. Starts slowly walking towards the car.
I'd like to get out of the car, but I'm not gonna leave the car. Like I'm gonna stay next to it.
Would you like? I mean, Marty kind of told you to stay in the car.
What's
Just
he
in
gonna
case.
do? Shoot him?
I'll tell her. I'll tell him that the person following me is dangerous, and it might have been them.
He's like, what kind of freak are we dealing with here?
You don't know that. You don't know that. You don't know the half of it, man.
Oh God.
And before he gets out, he kind of calls back to the station. And is like, hey, let the other precincts know we might need more backup here. And so he gets out. You kind of slide out. You try not to make too much noise, like, so Marty's doesn't get distracted. But you slide out, and you're kind of just like crouched by the door, watching Marty make his way towards the car. And he's you can't really see anything off to the side. It's just the beams straight in front of you. The road lights. There's no road lights in this area, in this part of this part of the highway. Marty starts making his way towards the car, calling out for the patrol officer.
Mhm.
So as he gets closer to the car, from above, there's suddenly like it sounds like something jumped on the roof of the squad car, and he aims his flashlight up, and on top of the car is like a mangled corpse,
Oh.
only identifiable by its noticeable like policeman uniform. And Marty's like, what the fuck, dude? And from like the left, you notice like that suddenly two white orbs suddenly appear, and before you can do anything, in like literally like the blink of an eye, Marty is like jumped upon and like dragged into the darkness.
Dang. Okay.
You kind of see him like you kind of get a look like a grasp on his location. It's off the highway and like going into the woods. Because he's kind of yelling and like firing his gun.
I'm gonna run after him and start firing at anything I can see that, but trying to avoid.
I'm gonna tell you this now. He is already get way deep in the forest by the time we start trying to follow him.
He's way dead.
Okay. Then I'll look to Bevan.
Bevan's not with you.
Oh, he's not. It was just him.
No, it was Marty was just gonna take you back himself to the public shelter.
Hmm. Okay.
So as you stand there, kind of in shock of what happened. You still kind of hear the gunshots, and then suddenly they stop.
Is that
I'm gonna
ammo?
call out. I'm gonna call out for Marty.
Why?
You kind of call out. You don't say but
Mm.
um, you're like, Marty.
Mhm.
Did you get it? There's silence.
No response?
Nothing. No
Okay.
response.
I'm going to check the squad car for keys.
Which squad car?
The one we just came in.
Marty had the keys.
Hmm. Is the other one
There's-
like damaged
there's
beyond like, movement?
No. The other squad car is fine.
Oh,
The door was just like, it was like somebody was dragged out of the door.
okay. Then you said the corpse is on top of the car.
Yeah.
I'm gonna check it for keys.
So as you get close, it's this ungodly stench, and
Mm.
you just get close, and the corpse is just covered in like disgusting saliva. You're just like, what the hell? So trying to squint past it all, because if you stop here, you die. You kind of feel down the officer's body for his keys, and you check one of his pockets, and luckily you feel the reassuring cold steel of the key.
Okay.
And you've got the key now.
Hmm. Okay. The first thing I'll probably do is open the trunk and see if there's any more guns back there, like a bigger gun.
There is there's a single shot shotgun, but it is a sawn off, and it's more for like riot use. So it has beanbag rounds.
The
Whoa!
police officer has a
I was gonna say,
one-shot sawed off.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just a single barreled.
It's not like pump action. It's a sawed off.
It's pump action.
Oh, okay.
It's just
That changes it. That makes it very
barrel-
different.
The barrel's short,
Okay.
and it's for close range. So say if a police officer is like, he's got protesters or something on his riot shield, he can like pull out of its holster with one
Mhm.
hand and kind of just like underneath, or like
Yeah.
slip it past the riot shield and fire, and then do the beanbag rounds and like.
Is there
hit
any
someone.
ammo for it?
There is ammo. There is a box of 15 shells.
15 shells. Okay. How many does the gun hold?
The gun can hold a standard gun, or standard like pump action holds like 8, I think.
Mm-hmm. Is it
So,
loaded?
No, it's not loaded.
Okay, so then I only have 15. That's 7, and then I have 8 in the gun. All right, and then I'll probably close the trunk and then try to go to the front seat and start the car.
So you close the trunk and you make your way back to the front of the squad car, and inside, you just find like claw marks marking the seat and the door. Door's a little scratched. The door looks a little.
Oh, he was
messed
ripped
up.
out of the car. Okay.
The door looks a little messed up. Like it was yanked open with a huge force.
Hmm.
It's not like ripped off its hinges, but it's like a little bent, you know. But it's still closed, thankfully.
Okay.
So and the interior lights are on. Everything's good with the car, and it starts.
All right. I'm gonna go to that biker bar then.
You want to head back up towards the road?
Yeah.
Yeah, like man.
Okay. So,
Oh wait, is this like in the middle of the road? Is this like in the middle of the woods?
No, not in the middle of the woods. You're like on.
Hmm.
It's kind of like an
Wait.
overpass.
Actually, how thick are the trees?
Um,
Could I drive through them?
no.
Hmm.
It's you can't get off the highway anyways. There's like barriers on the side.
Okay.
So
Wait, actually, I'm gonna get on the radio and ask, like, try to see if I can, if the radio's still working.
um, the radio works fine,
All right.
and it's
Yeah.
already tuned. It's already tuned to the station.
Yeah. So I guess I'll get on the radio and like start saying what's going on. Like, tell them that Marty
So
was escorting me to another
You
station, but we've been attacked and was dragged off into the woods.
um. So you frantically pick up the receiver,
Mhm.
and you're like, hello. Like you start like you're like trying to get somebody on the line.
Mhm.
Finally Bevan comes on and he's like, who is this? And you're like, it's I don't what's your character's name? What do you want it to be?
7. Evan's the one who woke up in the bed.
No, no. um.
You can just be the guy from the kid from the police station.
Yeah. For now,
You
I'll give my
Like,
character a name.
and you're like it's me, the kid who was being followed by the homicidal home invader, and he's like, what are you doing on the police radio? And you kind of describe to him in like a shaky voice. Um, you're like, me and Marty were on our way to the public shelter. We came across another squad car, and we investigated to see where the officer was. And then suddenly Marty was attacked and dragged off into the woods. And Bevan's like, whoa, dragged off into the woods?
Mhm.
And you didn't chase? And you're just like, he was gone before I even had the chance to move. And Bevan's like, you're lying. And you're like, he's like, where the hell's Marty? And you're like, I don't fucking know. Suddenly, from your left, in the woods, you kind of hear trees crack.
Mhm.
So what do? You keep trying to explain to Bevan, or do you?
I think I'm gonna start driving the car, but keep on the radio.
So you drop the receiver, with like Bevan still there.
Mm.
And you start to peel off, and from as you peel off, you take a glance in the rear view, and you see Marty's squad car still sitting there, and on top lands Jojo Siwa.
Gotta bring it back to
and-
the fact that this is actually the.
Yeah,
Well, that's what I was
you
saying
still-
before.
you
Yeah.
You still have to
Imagine how good
remember
this would be, Tyler, if it wasn't JoJo
if
Siwa.
it wasn't Jojo Siwa.
And
Why
this would
not?
make a
She's-
good
she's-
webtoon.
Well, no, honestly, Evan, she's kind of terrifying looking. Like,
Well,
in
yes.
actuality, she's like that weird child man.
No,
like,
I definitely
adult.
will have nightmares about this tonight, and I'm the one who has to stay and record the whole thing.
You have to hear it again.
No, Connor has to hear it. I will not be watching this video ever
You're not
again.
gonna edit. You're not gonna edit it. Wow. Okay.
No, why would I
So-
even touch this work of
So
art?
you see behind you in the rear, on top of Marty's squad car, and like kind of like the high beam lights.
His
You
clown
see
car.
you see the monstrous JoJo Siwa. And out from her mouth falls the top half of Marty.
Oh no.
And you kind of she kind of was like looking for you, and she jumps off the car and starts giving chase.
Okay. Well, I mean, if I could outrun her with a bike, I could probably also do it with a car. Um. So I'll get back on the radio and like just say like Marty's dead. I'm coming back to the station.
And I mean, Bevan's just silent. I mean, it's like he kind of gives it like a shaky okay,
Mm-hmm.
and you can hear him like go off the line for a second and start to call in other precincts.
Okay. I'm worried I'm gonna like to destroy this entire population of cops in this entire like multi-area or multi-mile area. But yeah, I'll start trying to drive back to the station.
So, as you kind of gun it, you know,
Mm.
it's not, you don't really want to stay there. You
Well,
know,
squad
it's not
cars
gas-
also aren't speed locked, so they go a
Yeah.
lot faster than traditional cars.
Yeah, so you're kind of like zooming down this empty highway.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you're feeling a little bit better now that you have a much faster vehicle than a marathon bike.
Yeah.
And you know you should be able to reach you're like minutes. You're like literally like minutes out from the squad or the police station. When suddenly you look in your left mirror, and you see JoJo Siwa closing in.
How did she get so fast?
How did she get so fast? Maybe she's
was-
now excited by the hunt, Evan.
She was probably toying with you the whole time.
Hmm. Do I still have my phone?
I don't really know if you do or not, so I'll just say yeah.
Okay. So, I think what I'm gonna try to do is take my phone and then try to look up a JoJo Siwa music video. And I will play it over the car speakers.
Using your phone while
Mhm.
driving? How dare?
I don't. Well, I mean, I'm in the police car already, so I don't think they're gonna exactly pull me over, Hayden.
Yeah, you're
Um,
above the law now. You're good.
Which JoJo
It's also an
Siwa music video?
It's also an empty highway, so
Yeah, JoJo
not really.
Siwa songs.
She raps.
I will start playing "Boomerang" by JoJo Siwa over the car's megaphone.
The police PA system.
Yes.
It
Okay.
hurts.
So you start doing that.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of got its attention solely focused on you now,
Mm-hmm.
or I guess rather the car, the source of the the music video. So what do you do from here?
I'll just keep driving down the road with it playing until I reach the police station.
Okay, so you're blasting down the highway at like
Mhm.
110. And JoJo Siwa blasting over the cops' PA systems. And in a couple mile out, you see the station lights, and continue towards it.
Yep.
A mile and a half, or half a mile out though, your car is suddenly rocked. As something lands on your roof. What do you do?
Hmm.
You can assume you have your weapons in the seat next to you.
Yeah. I'm going to turn up the volume
That'll show her.
and then kind of like get. I can't really get into the back seat because there's a gate back there. Hmm.
You're also still driving.
Yeah. I'm gonna slow down and drive at a slower pace for a couple seconds to keep listening to see what's going on. Because I assume she's on top of the car.
So, you turn up the volume. Your head is pounding. With the incessant noise of JoJo Siwa's boomerang blasting. And on the passenger side, you see one monstrous hand claw at the side, and half of JoJo Siwa's elongated face peeked down from above. It takes up the entire window.
I will fire the
not,
shotgun through the window.
they're not piercing rounds. You might want to.
It's glass.
Will it break though?
Glass?
Especially-
Yeah.
It's a
Well, I
squad
mean, it's
car
also-
glass.
Yeah, it's also.
That's a fair point.
I mean, you can just
You
roll.
can roll down the window, yeah.
She's not gonna fit in the entire window. I can tell you that. So you're safe.
Okay,
on
she
that.
won't fit the entire window. Okay, I'll roll
Yeah.
down the window then, and then I'll fire.
She can't possibly fit in the entire window. She could probably like get halfway in if she tried.
I'll roll out the window partially and then fire through.
Okay, so you roll down the window about a quarter. And shoot. You shoot. I would assume just one beanbag shot since it's a pump action and you're also
Yeah.
driving.
Mm-hmm.
So you shoot one shot. It does hit.
I'd hope. Probably a D12.
Since it's her face and it's close range. Yeah, a little D12.
Yeah.
It does. Does 9. I mean, there's no like health bars or anything, but it's just so you know, it does 9 damage. And it, it's beanbag round. It's made for riot control, so it's gonna send somebody flying back if shot at like close range like that. So despite her massive size, she is thrown off the car.
Okay. Okay, then I'll
from
speed up then from the slow
force of
speed
the
I was
blast.
going.
So you speed up. And you're basically at the station now.
Okay. I will grab my phone, stop playing the JoJo Siwa music, and I'll run inside the station with my bag and phone. I'll probably still be holding the gun.
Okay. So you kind of like peel into the station, throw on the e-brake, and like jump out of the car, run into the station, and like slam the door behind you.
Yeah.
And in front of you stands a very wide-eyed George now, and a couple at least you've got about a dozen different officers from the other precincts in Bevan.
Oh. Okay.
And they're just like, what the hell's going on? And why did we hear JoJo Siwa playing?
This guy again.
Unacceptable.
Yeah, that's where we draw the line. Sorry.
Why did we hear Kids Bop
Boomerang
playing?
by JoJo Siwa.
I think rather than currently explaining the situation, I'm going to say that she's basically on my tail and we should probably have guns facing the door before we start having conversation about what's going on.
Just keep in mind they don't know.
Mm-hmm.
They have no clue how monstrous they think it's just like a normal sized person, or at most like a large person.
They think it's the normal JoJo Siwa after.
I'll kind of point to the car and show them how, or like point so I can see how messed up it is. Like the door is basically on its last legs.
Some of the
Like
officers are like,
glass is broken.
some of the officers like kind of like are like, what the hell? and they all kind of like pull out their guns, and you're just like,
I'll explain. This is gonna sound stupid, but I'm being chased by like a 9 foot tall Jojo Siwa.
most of them have no clue who JoJo Siwa is.
Hmm.
But that's all right. They just and they're just kind of they're in disbelief.
The door
They can't
speaks plenty for him.
they can't believe it, and
There's probably like dents on the top of the car too, aren't there?
oh well. So, unbeknownst to you, your phone was still connected
Oh no, I
to
thought I
the
took it
PA
with me.
system. Yeah, you took it with you, but it was like a Bluetooth PA system.
Oh, That's
So
high tech.
your phone's still connected, and upon opening your phone, the video continues to play, and at piercing volume, JoJo Siwa continues to play outside, and all the officers are like kind of covering their ears, and then suddenly the music stops as like the PA system kind of. So you know when
Jesus.
like yeah, so you know when like a police car, you know how like the siren sounds when it kind of dies, when like a police car like crashes or something. It's
Yeah, like,
like
meow.
yeah. So it's kind of like that. As the PA system just cuts off, and you just
Oh.
hear like metal like shearing. And so what do you do? I mean, all the
Then-
officers are kind of ready.
Yeah, I will open the door. I will disconnect the Bluetooth. I will place my phone on the ground on max volume, continuing to play, and then press play on the video again, and put it in the middle, and then back up, and then point my gun towards the door.
In the doorway.
I'll put it in the doorway. Yeah.
I'm having the thing.
But this time I will play.
Stop
I will play Bop! Exclamation point.
Thank Christ you mixed it up.
So let's decide.
You receive a phone call. It's from the real JoJo.
If you guys want to join the Grayscale Gathering channel, I made a specific category for this now.
Nah, we're
Yeah, we
this.
should just be fine here. Yeah.
For now, yeah. But next time we do this, I made a
Yeah,
channel. in
might
there
as
for that.
well. That makes
Yeah.
sense for it. Yeah.
Sure. So what was I rolling for again?
To see if the bait works.
I was seeing if you fumbled, and you like messed up how you placed your phone. So it works. You disconnect the car Bluetooth, and you set. Okay. So you disconnect the car Bluetooth, and you open the door and like quickly set the phone on the ground and back up. The officers are like kind of looking at you like, what the hell? What are you doing?
No, prop the doors open as well.
Door is just like a push door, so it kind of already stays open.
Okay.
So you back up and you aim at your gun at your door, and you wait. It's kind of tense. You're just waiting there. Breath held. Everybody's kind of terrified about what's going to appear. The music reaches its climax, and from above the doorway, drops in the monster. Staring at the phone, just like.
I'll tell them to hold until it gets closer.
Huh?
I'll tell them to hold until it gets closer to the phone. If it works.
I mean, it kind of you put the phone in the middle of the door, so it's kind of dropping from the top of the doorway onto the phone already.
I just want him to be like closer invisible sight so they can get a better shot at it?
I mean, the doorway's invisible. I mean, everybody can see it.
Oh, there's also
Um,
lights outside too, isn't there? Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, do you still want to tell them to hold?
Then no.
Okay. So I said there was George, Bevan,
Like 12 more officers.
you. There's 15.
15 more
Uh,
officers. Okay.
No. 15 in total, including you, Bevan, and George, and then
What kind of
12
guns do they have? Just pistols?
just normal patrol pistols. Nobody brought anything serious.
I still have a
Uh,
shotgun though, so I'll probably use that.
Let's see. We'll just roll a d20 to see. So, out of panic, just like terror, these two of the officers just start firing wildly, and they just miss.
They fire like their
So,
entire gun, or what?
they fire like 5 shots,
Okay.
and they just miss all of them because they're in a state of panic. And this kind of draws the monster's attention away from the phone, and it looks up into the entire room of police officers now aiming at it as it stands to its full height,
Which is
like 10 feet.
Oh god.
Oh.
It is scraping.
Has it gotten taller?
You thought it was only 8 feet, but when it jumped out of your house, it extended to like 10 feet.
I don't know if it got taller from eating people. Is what I was thinking.
Maybe.
It's a little bouncy. It's
You
like
don't,
a
you have
swing.
no clue.
Yeah, she's like an accordion. She can just like extend herself.
Mm-hmm.
So, the monster's kind of just standing there, hasn't really made a move yet. What would you like to do?
Tell the other officers to fire.
I mean, you try to say fire, but every other officer is kind of already ahead of you, and just starts unloading. And wow, we'll say 10 out of the 15 hit.
Oh,
And
Wow.
10 out of the 15 officers hit, and we'll see.
do I hit?
Yeah, we'll just assume you shot with those officers.
Mm-hmm.
We said
So
out
that-
of the 15. Yeah.
I was firing with the shotgun.
So they fired.
I had 7 shots left in the shotgun.
They fired about 2 shots each. Wow. They
Oh.
hit. They hit. So 10 out of the 15 officers hit, and in total they hit about 14 shots on it,
Wow.
dealing.
14d6.
Oh yeah, that's what I mean, right?
Mm-hmm.
Plus 1d12.
Plus 1d12. Or how many shots did I get out? 'Cause I had
One.
7 shots left in the
Four.
shotgun.
You gotta pump
You probably
something.
only shot once. You probably only shot once.
What was it? It was 10.
10d6.
10d6.
No, it was 14d6 because 14.
Was it? Oh, right, yeah. Because they each fired 2
Plus
bullets.
his d12.
2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 14. Plus your d12.
Do you have an actual like health amount for this thing?
They do 68 damage.
Not bad.
Wow. Yeah.
So it's kind of just blasted. And it's
Yeah.
full of holes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It falls over. It's dead. It's pretty much
Yeah.
dead.
Okay, I'm going to make sure of that, and I'm going to take the shotgun over and fire like the remaining 6 shots that I have directly into its skull.
Your beanbag shots.
Hmm.
I mean, I guess they can be lethal at close range.
Bludgeoning the head. It seems to do a good bit of damage.
I don't know what a beanbag shot is, by the way.
So
Six.
it's like they're.
It's non-lethal.
It's
It's
non-lethal.
not like a hacky
Mm.
sack. Imagine a hacky sack.
Oh,
with
is
the
this
bees
not? This is non-lethal.
Well, no,
Yeah,
it's
it's
just a riot
non-lethal.
control, but Evan, non-lethal.
Imagine
Yeah, that's what he's
No,
saying.
no, no.
that's what he
Wait,
was saying.
guys, listen to me, because imagine like a hacky
Non-lethal
sack.
to the chest.
Imagine a hacky sack, except the beads are actually just steel instead.
Okay, so this thing is still gonna like
Oh
bludgeon through
no,
its head
it's
then.
easily lethal. It just says it's not
Yeah.
lethal because it's not a bullet.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
non-lethal.
right.
It's non-lethal at range, but
Okay, I will.
Right, yeah.
I will continue
makes
to
sense.
fire the 7 beanbag shots directly into its skull.
You do an extra 41 damage, and its head just caves in. Just like so asleep.
Its head
you-
is a dome.
Yeah.
I will drop everything and just fall on the floor.
Oh my
You kind
god.
of just fall on your knees. Your the adrenaline's wearing off. You're like
I'll just
freaked the fuck out.
I'll just fall on the floor and pass out.
Yeah.
Yeah, you fall on the floor and pass out. And then, I mean, you wake up. The other officers tell you it's for sure dead, or at least they think it's dead from based off.
I'm gonna ask if they burned it.
Yeah.
They called the government to come get the body.
Yeah.
Hmm.
So they're just gonna wait there until the government officials get there and take the body from them.
What if
Okay.
paramedics came in and tried bringing it back to life instead of?
I
like,
don't think
you?
it's coming back to life, Danny.
I was definitely
It
not
doesn't
being
have a head
serious.
anymore.
I was
I
not
was
expecting.
joking.
I was not expecting. I knew. I made them all fire. I was not expecting that many to hit. Oh my god. I was hoping for a low roll of like 8 officers
See,
hit.
the real
Or
ending
not
here
even
is Evan passes out after his adrenaline wears off, and suddenly his
And then-
eyes open, and
and
he's
then he
facing the
wakes up.
wall in his bed, but there's no noise, and he doesn't sense any presence.
So I mean that's basically it. That's the end of the hypothetical.
Finally, the dream sequence is finally.
Was it the
over.
good ending or the bad ending?
You lived.
That's a pretty good ending. That's a really
Killed
good
it,
ending.
so I'm
Yeah.
probably the good ending.
Yeah.
So I mean, what more of an ending could you really want?
I mean, Hayden tried to make peace with it, but I don't think that was going to happen.
I didn't make you with it. I told
didn't
it.
make
I
peace
told it
with
it's
it. He called-
worthless without Waffle
He
House.
called it a coward. He called it a coward, and then
called
he
it a coward.
he died.
I mean, honestly, I think Hayden got like the most powerful ending.
I got it.
Stood
I
up
got it
to
in its head. All right, that's all that matters.
Yeah.
I feel like I also got into its head. I stunned it by beating it at a game of Uno.
You got directly into its head. You pushed
With a
bullets
few,
into
with
its
like
head.
7
Yeah,
or 8
you put-
beanbags.
yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of bullets. Yeah.
That was
Its
actually that was really fun.
Its
Actually,
head
Yeah,
is
that
a
was
very
fun,
nice,
yeah.
refined bowl. You could
That's
eat
right.
Okay, so
cereal
next
out of.
time it won't be as long. This won't go as long as it did.
Yeah, you
Well,
need-
that's fine.
you-
I mean,
Why
like
not?
the idea-
Good. That's pretty interesting.
because it's 1 a.m. and I need to wake up tomorrow, and if I'm gonna be recording these, especially because I'm gonna be posting them.
I mean,
Right,
I have.
yeah.
I think I also
You do have it.
can
Now.
download OBS.
Do you have a
Mhm.
YouTube channel?
I mean,
Do you have a
Not
YouTube channel that
technically,
you can
but I-
search by name? No.
No. That's fair.
I can make one.
If it
Well,
makes
no,
you
no.
feel better,
Even if
fucking I do.
upload videos, you can't search for your channel or the videos by name until they reach a certain amount of like views and subscribers.
Oh, I actually didn't know that. Okay. Oh wow. All right. Then I guess you're the go.
Then how do you find the videos for it then?
I have them on my channel. I can link them directly, but that is it.
Yeah.
We should probably,
That's fine.
if you do want to do that though, we should probably make an regular
Connor's also
channel for it.
subscribed to me.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Well, we could call it Tyler's hypotheticals. I would like some alliteration though.
Probably a better name.
Yeah, Hayden's
That doesn't
hypotheticals
include-
rolls off the tongue nice, but yeah, also.
It's also not
I-
you.
I know exactly.
Well,
It's the problem.
I think it could be called Hayden's hypothetical because it's his channel.
No,
like, that would be fair.
but it's not mine. I just like the idea of
Yeah.
the Red Ninja Variety Videos sub series. Anyways, I'm ending the recording here.
Yeah.
Everyone, have a good night.
Was-
If you see
Yeah.
JoJo Siwa, run.